Namaskar. Okay, please go
Namaskar,
ahead.
sister and brothers. Do you hear me well? Okay, uh, the topic today is counting techniques. So we all live in a fast-paced world environment, and uh, we need to manage our time, our tasks smartly, and sometimes we don't keep up with it. And as sadhakas, we need to prioritize our practices too. I suggest most of us do not only meditation, but also spiritual dances. I suggest brothers do more Tandava and sisters do more Lolita Marmika. Uh, Also, asanas. Um, Personally, me love asanas, but it takes sometimes it takes so long. So sometimes I skip it. But meditation, it's a keystone of our practices, and we need to do it 100%, at least 5 minutes, uh, 2 times a day, and sometimes we um, can't focus, can't concentrate on it, and we need some improve techniques to improve the meditation, and one of them it's counting technique. We can so if we can't focus on a usual way, we can uh, count successful attempts of our mantra. It can be um, like uh, usual mantra, Bhavanam Kevalam, or who has a personal mantra, but successful attempts, for example, Bhavanam Kevalam 1, Bhavanam Kevalam 2, Bhavanam Kevalam 3, and etc. Uh, and if you think about something else, like for example, some thoughts about what was first, kitchen or egg, uh, uh, like you should zero uh, your counting, and like go from zero again. Babanam Kevalam 1, Babanam Kevalam 2, Babanam Kevalam 3. And again, if you thinking about something else, zero again. Yeah. So it's um, one of the techniques. Also, I have some extra. It's some small steps, but if to do it especially together, it can immensely increase and improve meditation. So before doing meditation, uh, you should have an empty stomach. So not eat like 2 3 hours before meditation. Like and like stomach and body will not take energy, which should go to your concentration. Uh, the next it's nostrils. So you should uh, the best way to breathe is with nose, and to meditate it's better through left nostril. So you can improve it with pushing on your armpit. So as I heard and watched in videos, you can do it with your knees, but hand is working too. Like so, if you need to open left nostril, you should push on right armpit, if you need to open right nostril, you should push left armpit. The next, it's better to do the meditation in one time every day. The body uh, is getting used to this schedule, and um, it's better going. Also, place is matters too, because it takes this energy, this like bliss, and it's very good to do the meditation in one place. Also, it's good to have one so your yoga mat or curry mat to do in in uh, one yoga mat always. Uh, Also, it's good to freeze while meditation. If you live in Canada, you can just forget to open window, and we will be okay. But not freeze like this. But not to um, not to move. It's better not to move. Sometimes it's challenging. For example, for me, I especially last weeks I make yawns. So oh, like yawns, and then I thought like Prakriti is doing a good job. Uh, Also, it should be clean in your place when you meditate. It improve meditation very good. Uh, so I think that's it. And um, if you use these steps, I think most of you um, like already do this and know all the steps, but it's just uh, like count this as a friendly reminder, and I wish you blissful meditation.
Thank you for your presentation, Evgeny. Very thorough, energetic, with humor. Nice tips as well. So we learned way more than just counting technique. So does anyone have any questions for Evgeny in terms of counting, mantra counting, or any other tips to improve meditation? Does anyone know anybody else remember any tips for better meditation? So Evgeny said, well, counting, eating, not to eat 2 to 3 hours in advance. I think he said, did you say to do asanas?
I mentioned extra practices. Yeah, but asanas, of course, they improve meditation. But like for me, it takes like a long time, and I sometimes I skip it. Yeah, but it improves. Yeah, it really improves, especially um, for uh, for lotus pose, Utkata Vajrasana. It's very good pose. Yeah, despite it's challenging, and for me it took maybe 3 weeks to do it, but it worth it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, another important thing is fasting. And Dara wants to say something. Dara, go ahead, say something.
No, so when you are hurry or you have to rush for work and so on, then you before you eat or go sleep, at least do counting, no problem. But in regular, if you have time, but it's still good, nothing is wrong to count. But make sure you really to improve your concentration. Sometimes before meditation, you do some exercise. It also helps. Then other than kirtan, he says kirtan really takes your mind certain level. Truly, when you do kirtan, just do with the ideation. Then when you sit for meditation, don't let your any other thoughts trigger in your mind except you and your God. That's all feeling has to be there. So, but it's practice. If you have, I would say you have 24 hours, minimum 1 hour you keep morning, 1 hour in the evening, work is done. After sometimes you have that feeling, you will feel that progress. But sometimes maybe we say, but sometimes your mind is very restless, you don't feel anything. But don't get disappointed. Keep up. You see, life, like always our mind does not live in same flow. Sometimes goes down, up. We always cross pain, pleasure, like that. So it's also in psychic level it's happening. So don't worry for that. Just for that you have tools, some exercise, then kirtan, good company, good food, then object of ideation. Always mind get occupied with good reading. If you have time, don't waste time for unwanted thoughts. Sometimes mind you don't want, but it comes. But that is what we call unwanted thought. Why you waste your psychic energy for nothing? Rather energy has to be utilized for the higher purpose. So then you see your mind goes beyond the pain and pleasure. You are, slowly, you have some jewel within, nobody knows you, and you know content yourself. So that is true spirit of the sadhaka's life, a spiritual aspirant. And we all are qualified. The basic qualification we have human structure, we can meditate. Second, we master in seven secret of success, what we always all know. Then third is chasing him. Something is there beyond our body and mind. Rely, believe, move. Okay. So yeah, any question we can discuss. You feel we are our family here, so be free. Don't hesitate.
Okay,
to ask
thank you,
anything.
Dada. Be free, don't hesitate, Dada said.
Yes.
Akamatsu, you have your audio on.
Okay. Namaskar, everyone. So today I will talk about asanas. Many people, especially in the Western world, believe that strongly associate yoga with asanas. But in fact, asanas is just the third limb of Ashtanga yoga. It's 8-limbed system. So asanas are postures for curing physical and psychophysical problems, especially those that interfere with sadhana. In the book of our guru, Ananda Vachanamritam, part 16, Guru gives us a definition of the word asana, which is a Sanskrit word, which means a posture giving physical comfort and mental composure. So in his book, Charya Charya Part 3, Baba says, asana means a position in which one feels comfortable. So basically, asanas are a kind of exercise by regular practice in which the body stays healthy and hardy, and many diseases are cured. Asanas affects the glands, nerves, muscles, and all the organs of the body. But Baba also says that asanas are not prescribed for the general cure of diseases. Only those diseases which create trouble in the path of meditation may be cured by the help of specific asanas, so that sadhana may more easily be done. Yeah. So he also said that relation between the physical body and the mind is very close. So mental expression occurs through the vrittis, and the predominance of the vrittis depends on different glands of the body. There are many glands in the body, and from each there is a secretion of a particular hormone. If there is any defect in the secretion of hormones or any defect in the gland itself, so certain vrittis become excited. For this reason, we find that in spite of having a sincere desire to follow the moral code, to practice our meditation, many people cannot do so. Because they cannot concentrate their minds, because their minds become extroverted due to the external excitement of this of different propensity. So if a person wants to control the excitement of these propensities, he or she must rectify the defects of the glands. And asanas specifically help to address this task. So asanas, that's why the asanas are an important part of sadhana. So the same asanas are not necessarily the same for everyone. In general, there are more than 50,000 asanas, but in Ananda Marga philosophy described about 50 asanas, basic asanas, and among them there are a few which are most appropriate for beginners, for those who just start his or her spiritual path, like yoga mudra, cobra posture, a long salutation, and usually the acharya teaches particular asanas to a person specifically for his or her needs. So acharya can recommend specific asanas. Speaking about main benefits of asanas, the main one is that asanas help balance the hormone secretion from the glands, and this is a major benefits from asanas. But not only, they also give flexibility to the body, help to improve respiration, blood and lymph circulation in the body. It also give a massage of internal organs, and also asanas give us relax, and it helps relax the nerves and muscles. So in Acharya book, Baba also says that there are many asanas whose forms are similar to those of different animals, and therefore they are called by the names of those animals. And there are many characteristics found in animals and birds which are not commonly found in human beings. And the physical structure of those animals and birds are such as to further certain glandular secretions. And as a result, certain special qualities are developed. So that's why if you practice specific asanas, you can demonstrate, or you can practice the similar characteristics which come from those animals or birds. For example, tortoise posture, kurmakasana. The tortoise can easily retract its legs inside the body, right? So if human being will sit in that way for some time, he or she can withdraw their minds from the external world. So it's very metaphorical, right? So you can obtain concentration, better concentration, like tortoise, which retract its legs inside. So in Charya books, also Baba gave us some basic rules for practicing asanas, and you should follow these rules in order to practice asanas in the right way. Some of these rules were already mentioned earlier today by Evgeny. So I just briefly explain them. First, before practicing asanas, you should do a half bath or take a full bath. Half bath, also known as the Vyapaka Shaocha practice, right? So always do it before you start your meditation as well as your asana practice. Do not practice asanas in an open place because it might result in sudden exposure and thereby you may catch cold. So while practicing asanas, you should better opt for the indoor place, but you should pay attention to keeping the windows open so that fresh air can pass through the window. No smoke should be allowed to enter the room, so the less smoke, the better. Practice asanas on a blanket or a mat. Do not do asanas on the bare ground, also because you may catch cold, and some secretion which come from the body while practicing asanas may be destroyed. So also you should practice asanas only while breath is flowing through the left nostril or both nostrils, and do not practice asanas when the breath flows only through the right nostril. But there are some asanas which might be practicing, which do not have any restrictions, restriction on nostril for the following, for restriction of nostril, right? So it's, let's say, lotus posture, Padmasana, Siddhasana, Arha Siddhasana, Virasana, Dirka Pranama, Yogasana, and Bhujangasana, yeah, snake posture. Yeah. So when you start to practice asanas, it is strictly recommended to take sattvika food. But for those asanas which I just mentioned, you can practice these asanas even if you are not on a sattvika food, if you eat rajasika food as well. So yeah, after the practicing asanas, you should do a self massage. Do not use oil to do so, and you should keep your nails on the fingers cutting short, because when you're doing this massage, you can scratch the skin, so for this purpose. After the massage is finished, remain in Shavasana for at least 2 minutes. And after Shavasana, do not come in direct contact with water for at least 10 minutes. after practicing asanas, it is desirable to walk in a solitary place for some time. But just after asanas, pranayama is prohibited. What is important? What else important is you can do asanas for sure, and if you have another kind of exercise, if you're doing some sports or jogging and so on, but never do it at the same time. It will better to have a rest, a break between practicing asanas and doing sports. Yeah, what else? What should I mention? What else should I mention is, yeah, never do asanas with a full belly. It is strictly, it is very recommended to do asanas not earlier than 2 or 3 hours past you have a meal, and you have a meal. So that's all for today on my side. So your questions or comments are very welcome.
Very nicely done. Nice, Elena. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dada.
Yeah, thorough and complete.
Yeah.
My favorite style.
Just short simplifying same thing. Is your body is just like biological machine. Mind is just like driving force. So just like you have good car, but you are not good driver, and you are good driver, but car is not in good condition. So you see, both two, you told that, it's exercise means is physical comfort and mental composure. So that is how it is. If you have car and you are good a skilled driver, then only you can reach to destination. You see,
Yeah.
that's why life is based on three component, three aspects of life. You have physical, you have psychic, then your destiny is something spiritual. To reaching there, you have to care about food, your thoughts, your company. Then you see you are tuned with the car, and also you are a skilled driver. And surely one day we can achieve our destiny. We all have that skill, but sometimes our own weaknesses, on things we aren't able to move forward to our goals. So, but asanas are is really very important part of our life.
Exactly. Dada, may I ask you a question?
Sure.
I didn't find an answer in Charya book, unfortunately, so I want to ask you about that. So it is strictly prohibited to practice pranayama right after the practicing asanas. My question, why? Why it is important to have a break between these activities?
Okay, sadharan pranayam, if you after just asana, don't do just after asana, maybe half an hour or something is permitted, but vishesh pranayam should not be done. Because when you do, okay, I don't know anybody is here vishesh yogi, but it takes a lot of strength. Then it can, you can impact your lungs also. So because, I do not know if simple pranayam is not any harm, I don't think. But still, don't take the chance, don't do it. Or you do before, then you do exercise. Or if you are doing, take little time, half an hour after, there should not be any problems. Simple pranayam. But other pranayams are completely prohibited. So
Okay.
it may, you see, pranayam is mostly bindu, like, where your full concentration of the mind. Yeah, okay, you have morning, you keep somewhere, noon time somewhere, then evening you put somewhere, so if body is more like rest, exercise means you physical, you are giving pressure or something, then maybe your mind will get restless. So that's a in Anand we provide pranayam with the like bindu dhyan, concentrated one. Then otherwise people who open your eye do like this, that will make your mind restless. So body, when you exercise, you have more restlessness in the body. So when you do at that moment, then also another reason should not be practiced in pranayam. Those
Got
two
it.
reasons I gave you, right? So,
Yeah, got it. So you have to concentrate on on your body, and then, after the short break, you can
yeah,
concentrate
short break.
on,
Even you sometimes I can share one story. When I was like a training center, I tried couple of times like that. Unconsciously, I was doing. I was knew when you become monk like teenagers, like 16 years, 17 years young, we just do something. It's strange. We don't listen to trainer this that. Then I noticed myself like I feel like very weak, my concentration slowly something. Then one day somebody saw it, they complained to my, CTR Dada, trainer. Then he says, how come you do this? And I said that I unconsciously I was doing. So it's my own personal experience. So it was
Thank you,
sadhana.
brother.
So yeah, yeah, things, what is written just follow because one of the great master, Baba gave such things. It's really very systematic and very to the point. So we just stick with that.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you, Dada.
Okay, any more questions to Akamati about asanas, glance, what to do, what not to do? She's presented a thorough overview. The rest is available in Charya books of Sri Shanandamurti, Charya part 3.
Now it's also available in Russian translation. So on Ananda Marga Books website.
Very good. Thanks to you as one of our IT people. So now you can read it in Russian. In English, it's of course available, so you can read it. If you're interested more, Yoga Psychology is another book to read. It's a very thorough, in-depth book, study of chakras, glands, nadis, subtle channels. Otherwise, I think, so any more questions for Akamati or overall about what we talked about? Okay. So then I'm gonna just announce, thank you so much to both presenters, to Evgeny, to Elena, Akamati. Akamati is her name. So next week, we're gonna do the final concluding session for the basic meditation steps course. So we need one more presenter on just show, so who is able to show us how to perform 3 basic asanas. So it's gonna be a pretty short meeting, after which I will just do a short conclusion for us all for this part of our training. And then I will announce what will come afterwards. But just maybe to preclude it or just to say, to foreshadow, the next one will be a module that is called Care. It's based on the webinar by Jiva Priya from Russia. So she's apparently a business coach, business consultant, and she has come up with a quite efficient workshop on self-care and care and different other types of care. It's very important for our internal culture, external culture, how we take care for ourselves, for our families, for our loved ones, for our colleagues. So it's quite practical. And one sister from Russia, Suprema, is helping me to come up with a text with a translation from Russian to English. So I'm still working on it, but hopefully it will be done. So because we will start in 2 weeks, so I should have it by then. Also, I would like to ask you to read some books. Not mandatory, but highly recommended. I think it's important for self-development. I'll share some books on our Zoom chat right now. So the first one is by Dr. Miller. It's called On Love and Compassion. He's one of the most important people in holistic education here in Canada. He's worked for more than 2 decades, I think, at the University of Toronto, Toronto. So it's a very simple book, simple, practical, and it's for workers and for educators both, on love and compassion. So he writes about different types of love, and I think it's very important to understand, and it's put in simple words and language. So I will base my presentation on that as well. And the second book is called the Five Languages of Love. To be honest with you, I have not personally read it yet, but now that I'm instructing or this course, I have to read it, and I will. But it
Very,
was, who said what?
I said that it's a very good book.
So there you go. Padma recommends the book. So read it. You have another incentive. It's practical. Tell us a little bit, Padma, what makes it good? Just a little bit overview.
Yeah.
Why?
I think I'll just make it very basic. Actually, I think everybody loves everybody. I strongly believe that. But I think where we fall short is expression of that, expression of love, and how, and not only just expression, but how we deliver love also. Sometimes we think that love has to be delivered, and when we have some concrete beliefs that love means this and it has to be delivered like this in a certain way, but probably that's not what the other person is thinking. So you are trying very hard to deliver it a certain way, but that other person is unable to receive it because that's not what they're thinking, or that's not what they want or need. So this communication is all about, this book is all about that communication, love language. It's a really good book.
Thank you, Padma. It's quite inspiring because we have to show love, and especially in some contexts, like post-Soviet people have particularly big challenges with showing love, right? For loved ones, for people, for colleagues. It's important, not just exclusive to one culture. It's important. Thank you, Padma, for bringing that up. I agree. So 2 books, I wrote the names and I will share those on the group on Telegram. Please get them. If you have problems getting them, they're accessible on Amazon, so you can get an e-version there. Quite accessible books. Otherwise, if you have problem accessing them, let me know. What else? For those of you who speak Russian, this webinar by Jivapriya herself is available in Russian, but no need, because we're an international team. If you want, I can send you this webinar. You can watch it at your own time. It's good. Otherwise, I will present it in English. It's important for us to have it in lingua franca, okay? So what else to say? My one question to you, as a part of this course, I've been asking us all to write meditation journal. So who is honestly keeping the meditation journal? Okay, Padma, no. Okay, good. Thank you for honesty. Nobody? Okay, who actually writes the meditation journal? Anyone? Not no one at all?
I believe Marina raised the hand, right?
Yes, I do.
Marina, you're the future of meditation steps. Good. It's good. It's very important, and it doesn't have to be difficult. So maybe I don't know, maybe I can share with you to give an example. Would you like that or no?
Yeah, for sure.
So it doesn't have to be your personal thoughts, intimate thoughts. So, for example, today, what you should write, what I recommend. Keep it simple. Write the date, length of meditation in minutes, and write what you do. So if you do basic meditation with Baba Nam Kevalam, write Baba Nam Kevalam. If you do meditation, you have Evananda Marga personal lesson, write like first lesson. And of course, if you have first lesson, you cannot disclose, how do you say, the process itself, but you shouldn't. So for example, I wrote in meditation today, at the start of meditation, I felt afraid, anxious, and my body was stiff. Towards the middle part of meditation, my focus improved and I was able to visualize myself alone in the universe. I felt very pleasant and lost any visuals. As I was about to emerge from meditation, I remember to start repeating my mantra from the first lesson, and so I did. So February 1st, 60 minutes, first lesson. So simple as that. Just keep it for a while. But it doesn't have to be just that, if you want to record your thoughts, your insights, do that. It's important because if you want to teach someone, on the benefits, effects of meditation, you have to be the experts how it works for you. Okay. Any more questions before we close? Questions, comments? If there are no more questions, then I will do kirtan for 2 minutes and then we will close, okay? Thank you, everyone. Thank you to the presenters. Thank you, Dada, for joining us for your.
Thank you. It's really, I will continue even, like, but I just sometimes have travel, it's hard for me to, get in the program. That's the problem. Last week also I was with some places and then. But I will keep up always, Even other dadas are leading, I will be here. Okay.
All right.
Nice to see you all. Huh? Namaskar.
Okay, namaskar. Thank you, Dadaji. And thank you, everybody. And let's do kirtan. Yeah. So please save those files that on Zoom that I shared, those links. But I'll share them also to the groups, no worries. Bambanam kevalam bamba, bambanam kevalam, bambanam kevalam bamba, bambanam kevalam, bambanam kevalam baba, babanam kevalam. Babanam kevalam baba, babanam kevalam, 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 babanam kevalam baba, babanam kevalam. Okay, namaskar. Thank you.